Welcome everyone. News for the new Nikke collab has officially released. It is official. However, before that, please do me the favor of letting me show you some things that I spent a lot of time putting together that no longer matter, but please let me show you. I want you guys to know about all the possible characters that we could have in the ReZero collab, except you should remove all the guys because they won't actually be playable. So no Subaru, and unfortunately no Felix. As cute as Felix is a guy. So there's no guys. Now, as much as I want to pretend that Frederica, she's the shark girl with the blonde hair, could be in the game, probably not. The guy's Garfield, by the way. But yeah, he's never gonna be in the game. He's too much of a side character. But yeah, anyways, I'm showing you guys this image because it's most of the characters from season 2, and season 2 was really good. Technically speaking, these should all be possibilities, except they're not. And the reason why I know they're not is because of the following. This is not the first ReZero collab. Out of curiosity, I looked this up and I found so many. Let's go through the journey of all the ReZero collabs with Gacha games. The Sky RPG X ReZero collab is now live. And this is what they got. They got Betty, Rem, Ram, and Emilia. This was March 3rd, 2022. The idea here is if we go through all of these collabs and whichever characters show up the most often, that's most likely where we're gonna get at Nikke. Now, do they truly fit Nikke? Because Nikke is known for having girls with butts and assets. I think Rem and Emilia are pushing it. Betty, no. And yeah, Ram, I don't think so either. Okay, anyways, that's one. Here's the second gacha, ReZero x Sino Alice. Rest in peace, Sino Alice. They actually sponsored me once upon a time. Notice again, who are the 3 characters? Rem, Ram, and Emilia. But I guess Subaru was in the game as well. Wait, who's the red-haired guy? I don't remember that at all. Oh wait, he's one of the knights. Anyways, Sino Alice. Pretty good game, nobody ever tried it. Continuing on, here's ReZero x Valkyrie Connect as the 3rd game. Again, who are the characters? Rem, Ram, Echidna, and Emilia. That's Echidna. That's actually best girl. Okay, fine. Rem is best girl, Echidna's second best girl. There you go. Here's the one that tipped everyone off for Nikke. That cross, that X, that tipped everyone off. Here's the Epic 7 one. Again, Rem, Ram, Emilia. I think you guys are seeing a pattern here. Anyways, keep going. Here's ReZero x Crash Fever. And who are the girls? Rem, Ram, Emilia. And they have multiple characters. So there's Subaru. There's this guy was cool. And then he went crazy. Then he became cool again. Petal Geese? I don't remember how to say his name. The top left guy. The great smile. Anyways, that's Crash Fever. Here's ReZero x World Flipper. So who are the crossover characters? Rem, Ram, Emilia, Subaru. I think Subaru can be a part of the crossover like 9S. Oh, also like Denji. Continue on. Here's ReZero x Alice Fiction. This is not Sino Alice, this is Alice Fiction. They are different games. Once again, it's Rem. I'm pretty sure Ram's also in this game, but Emilia's here as well. Did you think we're done? No, we're not. Here we keep going. Here's Shadowverse x ReZero. Here's Emilia, Rem, and Ram. All right. Pretty obvious when ReZero does a collab, they like a certain group of girls, huh? Going forward, here's ReZero x Valkyrie Connect. This is a lot bigger. Here's Echidna, here's a brat from season 1, forgot her name. Rem, Ram, Emilia, and then the new girl in the new season, that's Crush. By the way, season 3 is not known when it's gonna be airing. I watched season 2 a year ago, but yeah, this is a continuing IP. Hey, continuing forward, here's Konosuba x ReZero. Which, by the way, why did we get the reused X from Epic 7? It's very clear that they've used different X's for other collabs. Why did we get the same one as Epic 7? I don't know. Anyways, this is Konosuba x ReZero. This is Rem, Emilia, Subaru, and I'm surprised Petal Geese made it in. I'm not done. Here's ReZero x Princess Connect Redive. Notice there's a different X here as well. Again, I don't need to keep repeating myself. It's the same group of girls, you guys know. All right. These are all the ones I found within 20 minutes of searching. I'm pretty sure there are even more. So for those who lost count, here they all are again. That's the Skya x ReZero. That is ReZero x Sino Alice. That is ReZero x Valkyrie Connect. That is ReZero x Epic 7. That is ReZero x Crash Fever. That's ReZero x World Flipper. That's ReZero x Alice Fiction. That's ReZero x Shadowverse. That's ReZero x Valkyrie Connect. And that's ReZero x Konosuba. And that's ReZero x Princess Connect. A couple of these games are dead, I understand that. But I count 11. At least 11 collabs of ReZero at this point. I can understand why people are upset about this because that's a lot. Anyways, I put all that together. It took a bit of work only for this to happen. That's right. Just 3 hours ago, while I was streaming, they had already released all of this. So it's confirmed. It's Rem, Ram, Emilia, the same 3 girls in virtually every collab. I was gonna present you guys my information and be like, look, you're a streamer, you're a content creator, work so hard. to show you for sure who the collab characters are, and you guys would have been like, wow, you're so smart, streamer-san. And then everyone would be dropping likes and subscribing and all that stuff. Except, thanks, Nikke, for ruining it. Anyways, with that said, everything's official. Let me read it. Collaboration notice. Gods of Victory Nikke x ReZero starring Life in Another World collaboration confirmed. Gods of Victory Nikke collaboration version update will be available on March 21st. Wow, that's so soon. That's just like a week plus, man. What the heck? And then starring a new adventure in Another World. It's all official. Nikke x ReZero. Now, there are a couple things I want to talk about here because I've heard all sorts of things. Thank you for your effort. You are so smart, streamers. Shut up. Ugh. It pisses me off. I actually put time and effort into this. Are you happy about the collab being ReZero? I've heard all sorts of things. People are happy, people are unhappy. I'm on the side of happy, but I'm gonna explain this in detail in a moment, but I'm on the side that's happy. But oh my god, you guys, look how even it is, chat. I've heard a lot of discourse about the ReZero collab. It's all over the place. Some people are ecstatic, some people are horrified. Some people are happy in a different way in that they can save their gems for the 1.5 anniversary. I understand all that. I get it. However, all that said, this is a really good collab, and let me explain why. Is this an ideal collab? Let's get that out of the way. It's not. An ideal collab would definitely have been something like Nier, because from a story standpoint, it makes sense, right? They're essentially androids. Nikkes are basically cyborgs, so it's similar enough. Fighting against the enemies of humanity, for humanity. The surface is taken over and they're trying to reclaim it. The storylines line up. In terms of a crossover, Nier is about as perfect as it gets. Now, that's from a story standpoint. Chainsaw Man, it's a bit further away to say it's perfect, but it is action orientated. It is very similar in terms of like how the story is so dynamic. It goes all over the place. It has very happy moments, very sad moments, and it also has a similar enough fan base targeting a similar enough audience, right? So I can understand that. Not as ideal as Nier, but not bad. What can you say about ReZero though? Is this for the Nikke audience? I do think a lot of the Nikke audience will enjoy anime, right? And so therefore, probably a lot of you guys have watched this isekai, have watched ReZero. I did. Upon its release in 2016, I really enjoyed it, but is it a perfect fit from a story standpoint? No. Nikke has nothing to do with isekai. Nikke is in fact dealing with the harsh realities. ReZero is trying to fix those situations and having all the lives in the world to make do with them. And in fact, going to another world to begin with. It's so different on every level. It just does not fit. Anyways, the voting is done. You guys voted yes, but barely. Yes and no are so close, with I don't know being the midpoint. So yeah, 43% of you guys love the collab, 38% of you guys don't like it, and then 90% of you guys don't care. So it's obvious. This is not ideal collaboration. It's not. It also feels bad that Nikke is this like 12 plus collaborator. ReZero collaborates with everybody, and the way collaboration works is that the more a game collaborates, the less effective it is as a whole. For example, if you are a fan of ReZero, right? And you tried other games with ReZero in it, there are now 12 other games you tried before this point. If a fan of ReZero actually wanted to try every game for ReZero's sake, its chances are they've already given up by now. So when it comes to the benefits, it's a bit minimized. But at the end of the day, I don't think it even matters. So collabs are important, and it's important to get a collab with a big fan base. How big of a fan base is ReZero? Let's find out. Here's my anime list, which shows it off pretty well. This is a Western site, so it's not Japanese, so it's not completely accurate in terms of its popularity, and not everyone uses my anime list to begin with. But with that said, on my anime list alone, it has 2 million members. The anime ranks, just season 1, ranks 25th most popular. It has a rating of 8.23 by nearly 1.4 million users. This is just in the Western hemisphere. This is just on this site alone. These are really high stats. Its light novel, which is what it originated from, starting in 2014, ranks even better. Well, for a light novel, it's not the same rankings. Anime and light novels are not the same. Ranks even better because it's even older. Ranked 35th as a light novel, 221st in terms of popularity. As a media, in terms of media, it's just ReZero is dominant. It's been around for a long time. Anime first came out 2016 and has tons of fans. And that's ultimately what's most important. Yeah. Basically what Solix says, I always see ReZero girls everywhere in art and profile pic. These characters leave an impression on you. And people always have like waifu wars, like, oh, Rem best girl, Amelia best girl, Ram best girl, Betty best girl. I've heard all of these things in the past. It's close to being a cultural phenomenon, and when it comes to isekais, it's one of the best viewed isekais of all time. And season 3 upcoming means it's a live IP as well. It's not dead. Season 2 was in 2020, and season 3, we don't even know when that comes out yet. Yeah, 2021 was season 2 part 2, and season 3 is unannounced. But it's important to have a live IP, which means there will be more people getting into it, and as a result, looking to collabs. which is really helpful. Let me get to the important part. Whether people are happy or upset doesn't really matter. The important part is it's a massive IP, and that's the most important part because we'll draw players into Nikke. For those who don't know, I wouldn't be playing Nikke today if not for a certain collab. If you guys have been watching me since the very start, you know I started Nikke end of September of 2023, September 25th, 2 days before the Nikke X Near event ended. If it wasn't for 2B and A2, I would not be playing this game. You wouldn't even be seeing me cover this right now because you see, that's how important a crossover is. My impressions of Nikke going into it was, hey, it's the big booty game that I don't believe in long term. And even if anyone tells me, oh, it's fantastic, you guys realize Nikke upon release was so cringeworthy. Do you remember those commercials? Do you remember what big content creators were saying about Nikke? That's what everyone sees and hears. You need things like this crossover to open people's eyes, to get them to give it a try. Even if you disagree with it being near Chainsaw Man or now ReZero, it doesn't matter. They're all giant IPs. You need people to give it a chance. To have something that they're familiar with is paramount. Even if you disagree, you can trust the Nikke team, Shift Up, to write a good story. You can trust them to do a good job because the Near event was magnificent, I would say. And I think we're in for a good time. We'll know soon enough. March 21st, we'll know for sure.